Hello everybody, I know who it is. I am back again with another video, guys. I am Lawsuit Jerry. Man, guys, it's very hot outside today, but today is one of my days off that I can relax a little bit, but I'm not going to relax because I'm going to get ready and buff Red Ruby. So it's time to go ahead and get it done while I can, at least it's one day off, and then work again tomorrow, and then I'm off again on Saturday, but I'm going to get everything done today. Now, if you guys ever want to get out there and buff your cars or get someone to buff your car, make sure they do it the right way if you do take it to somebody, alright? So it ain't got to be me, it can be to take it to anybody, but make sure they're not using a little bitty small 9-inch buffing machine, because that's not doing anything. That machine is really for putting the wax on, not to be taking it off. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have a high-speed buffer just to get off anything. You know what I'm saying? To get the marks off the car and stuff like that. Or some bad tar that got on your car, or something like that. And you can get that off yourself. I always use WD-40 just to get the black tar off. A lot of people like to use gas, but the WD-40 as a can like this, this will get that black tar off your car. So you just spray it on a towel and wipe it, keep on wiping it until she all come off, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't gonna come off with one wipe, but you gotta keep on rubbing, and she'll come on off. This is just like gas anyway, but it's WD-40 in it, but it gets the job done, you know what I'm saying? So if you ever get that stuff on your car or your rims, you can use this and be done with it, you know what I'm saying? But the best thing to do with your body or your car, if you out there going through the car wash so many times like I do out here in Arizona, it's best to go ahead and rebuff your car out, because you get a lot of fine scratches that shows up on the car. And you can see it in the sun. You can see it in the sun, but you want to make sure all them fine scratches get off your car. If your car brand new, why make it look nasty too? You know what I'm saying? Don't let it keep on looking that way. Because the older the car gets, the worse it gets, it'll be harder to get it out. Most people have to get that wet sand put on their car just to get those marks out of their car. So you don't want to get that wet sand too much at all. Wet sand is like a little fine sandpaper, you know what I'm saying? You dip it in the water and you wipe your car down with it just to get that stuff out. But, I learned from one of my old friends that's out there in Chicago, Illinois. His name is Catfish Corner. Catfish Corner is one of the best guys that detail cars out there in Chicago. I am the other next guy that's out there detailing cars out there in Illinois, you know what I'm saying? So, the thing is, when you're buffing out your car, you want to make sure it looks good at all times. So when I buff it, it won't say car wash until I get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? I be doing more like a power wash, dry it off with a chamois, you know what I'm saying? The chamois gonna run you about maybe $30 in the store to get. Don't use a towel to dry it off. Use a chamois, dry it off, and let it be. You know what I'm saying? Chamois works way better than a towel. So, anytime I get ready and buff, I always buff with one thing anyway. If I can find my bottle, what I do with it. Let me see. Well, anyway, I got my buffing machine here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to use this yellow pad, to get the little fine marks out the body of the car, and then I'll be buffing again with the black pad, you know what I'm saying? So different pads counts, you know what I'm saying? They got the steel wool, stuff like that, to get the swirl marks out and stuff like that. So, but this here is going to help me get out them fine little scratches, that's inside the paint job. So once I get all those out, you know what I'm saying, I come back and do it with the black pad and buff it out real good. She'll look nice and pretty and shiny, you know what I'm saying? So it takes time to do it, but when I get ready and do it, I'm going to put it up to, when I get ready to do this fine scratch, I'm not going to go the whole full max on there. I'm going to turn it on and let you guys know where I'm putting it on. Y'all can see that. That's on 25, so I'm going to do that when I use the yellow pad. But when I go to the black pad, I go max, you know what I'm saying? So I do the whole max on it, and it turns out even beautiful, you know what I'm saying? So you really put it on there twice, but you want to make sure it looks good when you get done with it, alright? But a lot of people like to go get that speed wax, that shine wax, you know what I'm saying? You spray it on there and wipe it off, It's okay to use that sometimes, but it collects a lot of dust when you put that stuff on your car. So a lot of that spray speed wax, it just collect dust. So best thing to do is just go ahead and buff it and let it be. But your car get dirty, take it to a power washer, spray it off real good, and dry it off with your chamois. And it should stay looking beautiful at all times. I even use the stuff on my rims too. So I use it on my rims, and since I ain't got the red ball no more, so I had to do it by hand. You know what I'm saying? So I put it on there, wipe them off real good, and then I go ahead and shine them up. So you want to make sure all that stuff stays shine. So I even do the chrome on the body of the car with the wax and all. Use it on the window guards and stuff like that, you know. Use it on my grill. And I think the bottle's in here. So we'll open up this door. And I use it on the door jambs, you know what I'm saying? So inside the door jambs, I use the wax on it. But I always use this new finish. A lot of people say it's made for old cars. Yes, it is made for old car with paint jobs. But it's good for newer cars too. Because I tried it on Red Ruby. You know what I'm saying? So Red Ruby looks good with it. So I know what she look like. And pretty much it say, on this bottle it say no buffing. And no rubbing. Come on, man. Lawsuit Jerry is willing to test out anything with a buffer. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care what they say. It's okay to use it without a buffer, yes, but it's not going to get them fine scratches out because you want to get everything out. This is more like rubber compound, you know what I'm saying? So it's mixed in with shine wax and plus the rubber compound, but it will still get all the fine scratches out. And it should be so slicky by the time you sit on your hood, get on top of your hood trying to sit down, you're just going to slide off. But if you do it by hand, you ain't sliding off, you know what I'm saying? You're just going to be up there cooking. But you want to be able to slide off the car. You want the water to run off the car without sitting on top when it dries up and you got all these spots in it. We don't want all of that. We want to make sure everything stays clear. So I'm going to get down and go ahead and put a little wax on it real quick and let you guys see exactly what I'm doing here, alright? So always be careful with your bottle wax. Never leave the cap off and sit on the ground because you can easily kick it over and it'll be all over the place. You know, you just lost a lot of money on freaky wax. So you want to just rub it in, wash the cracks. Don't put all the wax on there and then hit the cracks. It gets stuck in there. Then you have to find a toothbrush to get it out. We don't want that, you know what I'm saying? But toothbrush do work, you know what I'm saying? But you want to make sure everything is good. But you want to rub this on there really good. You know, you don't got to use a lot. A lot of people want to use the whole bottle in one panel. That ain't cool. Just use a little bit at a time, you know. And just rub it in, you know, get that good rub down. So, I always do this one little small panel, and that way you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm doing everything. So, like I said, put the cap back on it, put it on top of the car somewhere, it's up there safe, and then you just take this buffer here and get it cranking. So I'll show y'all a little, demonstrate what it's like doing this, alright? Bear with me, guys. Now, that just took care of all the fine scratches into the car. So maybe I can let you guys see what I'm talking about here, and we can get down to the mini gritty on this. That way you guys know what's going on here. Just a moment. So let me take it off the take the camera off real quick, so you guys can see what I'm talking about here. get her off. Sometimes she gets stubborn too. Don't want to unhook. But just come, there she go. Alright now guys. Now that's just by doing that one panel. So that's pretty good right there. You see what I'm saying? I don't see no scratches, mark. That's all into the car right there. So if I move down in here, you got more that's up in here. So the body of the car. So let's get around where I can show you a good spot here that's showing up over here. Now getting down to this, let me come to the light right quick. Getting down to this spot here, there's a lot of marks that's up in here. That's a scratch right there too. So look, if I can't feel it, I can get it out. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy to come out on the body, especially into this hood. There's a lot of stuff that's going on in this hood. You see what I'm saying? So a little accident on. You can see the little grayness that's looking there. It's not really shining. So that there is gonna be a lot of scratches up in there. Swirl marks I can see there. You know, it don't look good. But we're going to hit the top real good because top needs it really bad. We'll go down to the trunk. Oh, yeah, I got a lot of refreshments in there. A lot of Gatorade and pop and stuff, you know. But, hey, that's just for me. Man, so, yeah, the trunk needs it really bad, too. So, you want to make sure the car look glossy just like that front end. So, everything got to look glossy. So, the feel is okay. It's there. But when I put the black pad on it, it's gonna brighten them up real good, you know what I'm saying? So your car gotta stay looking good the same way you look. If you look good, your car gotta look good too, you see what I'm saying? So man, I'm telling you, there ain't no type of other wax out there you can probably use, but it's a lot of different stuff you can use. If you got somebody that makes speed wax, that's fine. You can still do the buff. As you can see there, it's very light over here. Over here it's getting dull. So that tells you right there your car needs to be buffed out. If you can't hardly see no words on your pants, on your shirt, hey, it's time to go ahead and buff it. But yeah, that looks good just like that. See that YouTube symbol right there? I can see that nice and clear. Right here start getting blurry. So you want everything to look good. So I mean from the rims, everything, man. I mean everything. Every time I wash my car, I do my rims too. You know what I'm saying? I clean them up, shine them up inside and out. You know what I'm saying? Dirt up in there. Ain't no dirt up in there. It's all cleaned up in there, you know. So I always get my hand up in there and I wipe them out real good. I put wax back there and wipe it down real good, you know, and make it look decent. Then I come over here and hit the headlights. I do the front grille by hand, you know what I'm saying? Since I ain't got the ball no more, I do it by hand. I take my time with it. I did wash it yesterday here at the house. Dried them off real good, you know what I'm saying, before I went to work. But today I'm just going ahead and buff it. But I'm just letting you guys know what it's like buffing your car out to make it look good. So when you get out there in that sun, people going to need some glasses to put on, some sunglasses or something. They're going to be like, dang, that's brightening up my eyes, you know, that's tearing me up. So yes, it will mess you up. So let's see here, 1 second here. But yeah, it's smooth. I mean, that's a smooth white right there. I like that feeling right there. That's very smooth. So that's how you want your car to feel smooth when you rub it. You get to the hood, it's hard. So it's a little hard up there. But get down here, nothing but smoothness. So what that pad is really doing, getting all the grit off your car, all the hard spots, you know what I'm saying, and turning it back into a smooth sailing car. You know what I'm saying? So once you do your car, you see somebody lean up against your car and say, hey, get your behind off my car. That's not a chair. Or then again, it's not a couch. Find your place to sit besides the car. And you get them off your car because they got buckles on the back of their pants or zippers or whatever, it will scratch. So you want to keep everybody off your car once you get done buffing it. Or if you don't buff it, make sure everybody stay off your car because it will scratch. And keep your hands off. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them touch it because oily fingers will show up on your car. So always keep them not to do that. So when you open up your door, your hand is really going behind the handle. You see what I'm saying? But they were smart enough, and they were somebody like me. Hey, I just pull it open. See what I'm saying? And when I get ready to shut the door, you know, if I'm sitting on the outside, I grab this and shut the door. Not put your hands all over the chrome, not putting your hands all over the body of the car. So, then again, if it's a young lady, well, you open up that door for her, let her get in, You know what I'm saying? Or either take a knee and you can shut your door with your knee. You know what I'm saying? Without putting your nasty hands all over the car. So that's one thing that you want to do. So there's no zippers at the bottom of my knee, so as y'all see, but you don't want nobody touching their hands on the car, you know what I'm saying? You got to keep it clean at all times. So after sitting outside in the rain or something like that, let it rain. When it dries up, it's still going to look just like this. It's going to look good because it's so hot outside and the sun just dries it up real quick, you know what I'm saying? But if you ain't got a towel, let it dry up. Don't let them take off in it and trying to drive it. No, wait till it dries up and then take off, you know what I'm saying? But that's the way I am. But I got a blanket for it I can put over it, so it's all good with me. But the thing is, like I said, guys, you want to buff your car, buff it. That's the yellow pad you're going to use first on the car. You got swirl marks. You want to jump over to your steel wool pad, and it will be this one here. Alright, these buffers run you about $10 in the store. I pay like maybe $12 after tax. So with this, the yellow one, I still got to get me another black one. She about had it a little bit, but she can still be used. So they run you about good $12 after the taxes, everything come up. You know, you get all of that. You go in there and get the good buffers, you know, high-speed buffer, you know, like what I got here. So, I mean, she decent, you know. Chicago Electric. But yeah, those are the best buffers to have. Anything that with speed is good to have, you know. Power. A lot of people like to use the batteries. I haven't ran into one that use the battery yet, but these here is a lot better with this electric because I ain't got to worry about changing batteries. I can just keep on going. But these are the best ones. The car looks good, you know. So when I get done buffing this bad boy out, man, it's going to look good. I'm going to need some sunglasses too. I got some in there, but I got to find them. But yeah, everything's going to look good, even the rims too. So, I mean, use the best that you can. So maybe y'all want another demonstrant, you know, maybe I can get y'all another print up here, if we can get it in here. I guess it came out, so there we go. Came out, so we can put it back in. So let me back the camera up a little bit for you guys real quick and let y'all see what I'm doing here again. So, like I said, take the cap off first here. Alright? But you want to put it on there, you know, where it's supposed to go. You know? You ain't got to do swirl marks, circles, or nothing like that. You can go side by side with this bad boy. Door handles, everything gets done. You know what I'm saying? Inside the door handles. All of that gets done. So, you want to make sure everything is done completely. You know, every inch of the car. So, that's done. So, now we're going to crank up the machine. Back up to 25 RPM. Now you want to make sure that you don't put a lot of pressure on the buffer when you're doing it. Everything got to be a light touch. You know, a little pressure is okay, but not a lot. So, that way you won't burn the paint or anything. So, you know, make sure everything looks good at once. So, and that's all the stuff that you see at the bottom. This is little white stuff from the body of the paint and all the stuff off. One more test look for you guys. What it really looked like. So, that looks good. It don't brighten up a lot. That brighten up a lot. You know, into that point. So yeah, it looks good. So yeah, if you guys want to go ahead and buff your car, get it done while you can. If you don't, maybe you like cars been looking all scratched up and everything, paint job looking dull. Hey, I want mine to look good at all times. So it look good going down the highway wherever you choose to go to. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I can see my YouTube symbol in the car, if y'all can see that. A whole different. Go down to the other door. Door. Y'all see that? That door changed. Went to clear to door looking. See what I'm saying? But hey, that's the way it is, guys. I mean, hey, I can't wait till it get done because it's going to look real beautiful when I get done with it. But as you guys know, I am Lawsuit Jerry, the detailing man, you know what I'm saying? I'm on trade when it comes down to anything like this, you know, fixing repairs and stuff like that. So I'm all good with this type of stuff. You know, I don't care how hot it is outside, Lawsuit Jerry still going to get this car done no matter what. So I got to get it done my way or no way. And it's got to get done. So if y'all like this video, put a like on the video. Nice comments, you know what I'm saying? But you guys keep on tomorrow, come to your house, but I don't hear no other response. So it's best to take the car to somebody know what they're doing with it, like me. Go ahead and get it done. And that way, hey, everything's good. So you don't need to wipe down nothing else. I'm just going to continue buffing, boom, 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 boom. See what I'm saying? So when I come back and wipe it down, I can see exactly what else needs to be touched up. So nothing else is not going to need to be touched up because once you do it once, you got to come back to it twice. You know what I'm saying? So everything is done. So it's up to you how you want to do it. But I do mine all at once. That way I ain't got to come back around to the car and do it again. It's going to be done once I put that buff on it. You know what I'm saying? And you hit every inch. You watch what you're doing it. You see what I'm saying? It's just like a line. Finding that fine line, you know what I'm saying? Inch by inch, going back and forth. And you ain't got to come back to it. You know, just got to be careful what you're doing with it. And everything is side by side. Even the hood going to be going front, back, front, back. The top, same way. You can't change the pace because you mess up the look. So you always got to keep everything the same pace. Everything looks good. So that's one thing good about it. But anyway, I appreciate you guys watching my video, guys. I appreciate everybody out there. Much love goes out to you guys. Man, so as soon as I get done with this, man, it's time to get back to Illinois real soon. But like I said, after my family reunion happening out here on the 23rd, so after that, you know, maybe I'm going to go ahead and put in my 2 weeks notice so I can get up out of here and be gone by the end of this month. So that way Red Root will be looking nice and good going down the highway. But the only thing I got to worry about is that front end because it's going to collect a lot of bugs. I'm not worrying about that because I got another extra grill over there just in case. And that extra grill is over here. So, yeah, right here in this box here. So I got an extra grill in there. So, yep, not worried about it. So everything's ready, good to go, but that looks good, guys. I mean, that put a smile on my face. Once I get done with it, that's it. But anyway, guys, I'll catch y'all next video. Lawsuit Jerry, but check y'all later. Peace, we out.